Hey everyone, it's Derek Correa here with Rhett Dillard, Members for Members. I am a candidate for Secretary of Treasury. He's a candidate for President. A lot of members have asked a lot of questions about our goals and what our future holds for you, the members, if we are elected. A lot's been made up of our videos, so we wanted to go over a few things with you guys. Some of the members asked if picnics are going to continue, or golf tournaments, scholarships for the members' kids, and yeah, we do. We still want all these things, but the reality is we are against excessive spending. And what are your thoughts about this, Rhett?
Yes, I'm not necessarily against like picnics or golf tournaments, just the excessive price of what they're paying, like $20,000 for a mini flashlight, over $175,000 for the picnics that were in 2016. That's the biggest issue we have. We just want transparency for our members.
A lot of members asked us questions about experience. Some of the members said, none of you have ever negotiated contracts. So we're going to go over that as well. So what we're going to do with this $5.6 million that we bring in annually is set it aside and use it on professional negotiators in the beginning when we first take office. We will be sitting in on these negotiating meetings as well to learn from the best. And that's where we feel the money should be spent, is in that situation. What are your thoughts on that, Rhett?
Absolutely. We need somebody who's a professional, who doesn't have a stake in it, who's like a third party coming in and not susceptible to maybe gifts or whatever else is happening. And we also want members who are elected from the job sites to be there watching the whole process to see how it actually works.
So a couple of members said they had issues during their negotiations at different crafts. They asked why they couldn't be on the negotiating committee. And this is a big deal. Usually shop stewards are asked to be on the negotiating committee, but it's the same message being sent to the members during this process, during this negotiation. What are your thoughts on having more members on these negotiating committees?
Absolutely. They need to be there to make sure everything's fair, because the members are there, they can see the details of what's happening on their job. Somebody who's, works in an office or something, they might necessarily see the issues that are there. You have to have members from the job on the negotiating committee to see the details of it.
And what I was told was a lot of these members on negotiating committees are typically shop stewards. So do you feel that shop stewards should be elected by the members, or should they remain appointed like our local 542 currently does?
Absolutely, they should be elected by the members, because the members are there every day. They know what's going on. If they see something that's not going right, now the next election, they can actually vote in another shop steward. That's the ideal situation that you want.
And a lot of the members are asking about the money, the excessive amount of money spent. And they're asking, how would you guys spend this money? A couple of the ideas we brainstormed. Recently we had a vote for a strike fund, but the local wanted to take some extra money out of our paychecks. Our plan was to set some of this money aside annually for your strike fund, where we do not take any money out of your check. So what are your thoughts on this, Rhett?
Absolutely. If we started spending the money more efficiently, instead of like these outrageous prices on picnics, flashlights, and whatever else excessive, and how about the wages? $147,000 for the current president, $137,000 for the current secretary treasurer. We could trim that down and use that money more efficiently.
And yeah, so we've discussed the officer salaries in some of our videos, and the one thing that keeps coming up is, are you accusing them of embezzlement? Because we're bringing up people's salaries and the amount of money they spend on picnics, etc. Have you ever accused anyone of embezzlement on any video or anything?
Absolutely. There's nobody on our slate has accused anybody of embezzlement. We're just saying these prices are outrageous. These picnic prices, mini flashlights, it's outrageous. We just want accountability. That's what we're looking for.
So going back to picnics, people are very upset about this. They say, oh, Derek, we still want picnics. Rhett and I were talking about an idea where, how about you bring the picnics to the work site? So you set up a stand and you get to meet the agents, and you do this monthly. And you can't just have a picnic once a year on a Saturday, because nowadays we all work through the weekends. I mean, would you agree this would be a better, more efficient way?
Absolutely. You would let the members know ahead of time. You would come out there, have a little barbecue set up or something, and you talk to the members, get feedback of what's actually going on the job. This is what we need to create this family, this members for members type idea.
So at our financial reports, at our general membership meetings, for years, we were always asked if we wanted that long version or the short version. And you know, in our bylaws, it states you're just supposed to give a financial report. There is no version, it's the normal version. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think we should be transparent because we're in there, all this money coming in, we need the members to know what it's being spent on. As long as it's being spent for the betterment of this local, it's fine. And that's all we want. We want to be able to see how it's being spent.
So I think the problem is a lot of membership, you know, in life, people are afraid of change. And this is a big issue for people. So, and I think, and I've discussed this with Rhett many times, too many people are thinking of security instead of opportunity. They seem to be more afraid of life than death. And that's the reality we're facing here. Wouldn't you agree, Rhett?
Absolutely. I think people need to get past their fears and know that a lot of these substandard contracts that we currently have, we can do much better. We need people in there who actually worked on the job for years with their experience to get in there and do it.
And as far as the nominations meeting that we just had here, we were all nominated to take office, and we were told by the, I believe it was the Secretary Treasurer in LA, Ron Herrera. He came down and he's very specific on how professional this meeting was supposed to be. This nomination meeting is very important. There shouldn't be any slander of any type or any irresponsible behavior. Did you feel that was the case at the nomination meeting, Rhett?
I thought the meeting went pretty well, but it's when they started passing out this pamphlet where they were making fun of you and Javier. That was over the top. They shouldn't have been doing that. It should have been just, you know, it's just a formality going through the steps. But that right there was like a character assassination. We need to get past this type of stuff.
Do you feel that was done to create a division in our union?
Absolutely. It's meant to divide the members. Every 3 years, we have a legal right, if we don't feel like we're being represented fairly, to run against the current staff. They're trying to make it sound like we're out there just for our own personal gain, lining our pockets. We're not out there for that. We want to better this union.
And lastly, do you feel, as a Secretary Treasurer or President, that you should have done this job, the job of the members, in order to understand them better?
Absolutely. When you have years of experience doing the job, you understand details, you've seen a lot of different scenarios, you have the experience that you need to get in there, and now you can negotiate with the employer because you know all the ins and outs, but you still want to get feedback from the members.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining us, and just remember, your ballots will be coming tomorrow and Tuesday, the 18th and 19th, and just remember to click the top, or punch out that hole at the top of your ballot. All you have to do is punch out Members for Members 542. Thank you.